So I haven't made a video where I just sit down and talk about shop stuff in a hot minute, but I thought it'd be nice to take a step back and both set some Etsy goals for 2025 and give some tips. This is going to be quick, nothing too extreme, and I'll put up some footage to give you guys some visuals to watch. I'd also like to preface that this is specifically for my Canadian-based art shop, so I sell art prints, stickers, pins, you get what I mean. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Sorry, that intro is so quick, but there's not much to talk about. So to start off, let's just talk about what I'm drawing. They're new sticker designs. I was trying to play around with some ideas since I don't have as many original pieces as I want to have, and I started doodling some space cats. This was originally going to be a set of 3, but I was struggling with the third idea, so these 2 moon ones may be the only designs for this set. I also kind of knew that me drawing these 2 stickers probably wasn't going to be enough, so I also threw in footage of me drawing my commission reference since I'm upping my prices in January. You should also totally buy a commission from me while my prices are still low, by the way. Don't worry about how much I struggled with this references sketch. It's not important. Don't worry about it. You might also notice that some bits of my drawing process are missing from the speed paint. That was not intentional. I just forgot to record me blocking out shadows. Anyways, on to the actual Etsy rambling. So, a bit of background. Last October, I finally brought myself to open an Etsy shop. I'd been wanting to do it for some time by that point. Like, I had also vended at Annie Revo and at a craft fair. But a mixture of embarrassment and anxiety kept me from doing so since small businesses have a history of being made fun of on the internet, or at least they did at the time of me opening the shop. But my film school friends encouraged me enough that one day I decided to bite the bullet and set up my shop. Now, and I'm not afraid to admit it, I haven't made many sales through Etsy. I've made 33 within the last year-ish, and a fair portion of those sales comes from people I know. Thank you so much, by the way. Love you guys. But if I'm being completely honest, the sales I do end up getting always come as a surprise. I honestly didn't think I'd get so many, and every time I get a notification, I get the sense of excitement. On top of being afraid of being made fun of, I was also worried about shipping. I hadn't really shipped anything before my shop opened, but my mom had suggested I do a test run and ship some stickers out to family in the US. And doing that alone really showed me how easy mailing things is. And since it counted as letter mail, it really didn't take much out of my wallet. Of course, shipping things like charms and pins is going to cost a bit more than just shipping some art prints and stickers, but the procedure is still the same, so don't worry. If you're Canadian, I really suggest using Canada Post. Yes, okay, at the time of recording this, they're still on strike, but it's only lasting this long because the company just doesn't want to give them a fair deal. Anyways, I don't want to get into a Canada Post ramble. But I really suggest using them once they get back to work. They're super affordable, and we do need them. Manufacturers. Finding manufacturers is another scary thing, but I personally found it pretty easy. A lot of people have manufacturer reviews up on YouTube and TikTok if you want some outside opinions before committing to anybody. And on top of that, most manufacturers also offer samples. Yes, samples cost money, but if you want to get a solid idea on what their products feel like and what they look like, I suggest buying a sample. Before I give any set recommendations, I just want to remind everybody that these manufacturer options are purely Canadian, if not North America based, since I'm, again, Canadian. Anyways, I personally use Vistaprint for bookmarks, sticky notes, postcards, art prints, and business cards. Although I do plan on switching to a new manufacturer soon, while Vistaprint is cheap and their printing quality is pretty good, my products have recently been arriving at my door with damaged corners. They've been more than cooperative whenever I reach out to them about these damages, and they give me free replacements. But I don't exactly have room for the amount of prints I've been having to get to make up for damages. As for stickers, I've used 2 separate companies so far. I used to use Sticker Blitz since their prices are pretty cheap and they offer free shipping, but they quickly switched to using UPS to send me my stickers, which hit me with a massive import fee, so I had to stop using their service. But that's just because I'm Canadian and they're still a small US-based business, so they may not have expected to ship out here when they provided free shipping options. Ever since the UPS fees hit, I've been rocking with Jukebox. While they're a bit on the pricey side of things, they're local and offer free shipping after you spend a certain amount. But I think they're entirely free within Canada, but don't quote me on that. Jukebox also provides other manufacturing options such as book printing and art prints. So my sticker manufacturer recommendation varies depending on where you live. When it comes to the US, I definitely recommend Sticker Blitz. Again, they're cheap, last I checked provides free shipping, and ship relatively quickly. When it comes to Canada, I recommend Jukebox. A bit pricey, but again provides free shipping and also offers a pickup option since they have locations in Richmond, BC and Toronto, Ontario. I was so sure they had a Vancouver location since I could have sworn I went there with my friend to pick up their stickers for Annie Revo. But maybe we were just in Richmond and I didn't notice. Sorry, I'm ranting about the Vancouver area. This is such a niche thing to rant about. Onto acrylic charms. I, surprise surprise, use Vogue Grace. They're the most well-known company that makes acrylic, I think, and while I do suggest searching for other manufacturers since I've heard there are much cheaper options, Vogue Grace was still pretty affordable. They are based in China though, so I'm not sure how things are going to change for US artists with the upcoming tariffs, so while it may stay pretty cheap for everyone else, US artists should probably look into American companies who make charms and standees, sorry. I've seen a bunch of reviews and recommendations from people on TikTok if you're interested in looking into that. But yeah, those are the manufacturers I use. Now, onto my goals for 2025. While I don't have many, there are still a few I want to note down. While at the time of recording this, I'm at 33 sales, 22 of those sales were made in 2024 by 12 different people. So I'm about to make a sales goal of next year. An incredibly steep one that I couldn't possibly reach. By the end of 2025, I want to make 17 sales. Whoa, crazy! I know, that's like 1.5 sales per month. In all seriousness, I just have a goal of rounding out my Etsy sales to an even 50. It just scratched my brain in the best way possible. As for non-sale based goals, I really think it'd be fun to make double-sided charms. And not like what I have right now with my Animal and Bat Dad charms where it's the exact same design on either side, but more on the one side is different than the other, you know? Like, one side the character's happy and the other side the character's sleeping. I actually have a video idea that'll help motivate me to work on this. One last goal I have is that I want to promote my shop more. I do record myself packing orders and turn them into little TikToks whenever I get them, but I think I need to get over myself and make promotional stuff outside of that, which is what I'm doing with this video. This is low-key me trying to put myself out there a bit more. Maybe I should start using more TikTok audios. More as if I use them in the first place. But also, TikTok's being taken from the US soon, so I don't know if there's a point. It's not looking good for small artists right now. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is a big deviation from the fandom stuff I've recently been doing on the channel, but I really hope you enjoyed hearing me ramble about manufacturers and goals. Maybe leave any manufacturer recommendations in the comments if you'd like. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. I make art and commentary videos, and your support would mean the world to me. My Etsy shop and social links are in the description below if you're interested. And I believe that's all. I'll see you next time. Bye!